Aloha and welcome to the Joy of Crafting show brought to you by Ben Franklin Crafts. And we are very fortunate today to have one of Hawaii's local origami artists with us today. We have Scott Macri, and he's going to share us a lot of all the different things he knows about origami. Hi Scott, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Great. I am so happy that you agreed to come on the show, and because you know a lot about origami and you said there's even more to learn, right?
Well, I've been folding for 15 years, and in that time I've learned all different kinds. Many people are familiar with these much more traditional kinds.
Right.
You know, the traditional samurai hat or the traditional crane.
Right.
These are models that we've all learned when we were a kid. You probably remember them from your childhood. But I like to talk about how things have gotten a little bit more advanced. This is a blue shark designed by John Montrol. But what I want to show today is a less known style of origami, but ever increasing in popularity, tessellation origami.
Tessellations?
What that is it's a repeating pattern that happens over and over and over again.
Okay.
So I will be showing just first one simple tile. We have a twist tile in the middle, and I'll be showing you how to fold that.
Okay. So it all starts with one sheet, one square.
One square, that is correct. And since it's a tile, we'll be able to make a whole bunch, but I just want to show one first.
Okay.
So a good way to start it is, like most models, we'll fold it in half. This way. We'll unfold it. The thing about tiles, the tessellations, is that they can come in different forms. This one, we're going to be starting a grid. So we want a whole bunch of horizontal and vertical creases.
Okay.
So we're starting by dividing it into quarters. This way. So when I turn it over, we have these nice mountain folds right in the middle, but we want to divide it into eighths even farther. So I'm going to put some valley folds right in the middle by folding it over this way.
Okay.
And folding it over this way. So it has been divided. So now that we've folded some eighths on this side, we want to repeat the same process on the other side. So I'm just going to rotate it, and I'm going to do the same folds on this side.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a little bit harder because you have the extra creases in there. So you want to be sure to really flatten it out and fold across. I'm again going to divide it into quarters this way. And this way.
Okay.
Flip it over. And same thing, we want the...
We want valleys again?
Yep. There's a certain reason I'm doing this. Because I do...
I'm sure.
I want an accordion style of pleats. You notice when I finish all these, it can all start to compress. These folds can all come together and fold a nice accordion. So all these mountain folds line up down here. We have the valleys starting to line up in there. This is going to help us later on, especially when you're making a large array that's more than eighths. These can go into sixteenths, 32, 64s, however dense you want to make the iteration.
Okay,
but now that I'm here, I'm going to concentrate on putting the tile right in the middle there. So we have a mountain fold going across here. I want to also make sure I have a mountain fold going across the other way. Now we'll notice on our little sample here, the twist is in the middle, and we have these nice kind of pinwheel flaps going all the way around.
Okay.
And on the other side, we have all these layers intersecting right at the middle. So that's what we're going to concentrate on next, getting these to intersect at the middle and getting these nice pinwheel flaps going around.
Okay.
This has what we call rotational symmetry. So I'm going to start by just trying to bring all these together, right like that. It may look messy, but this is just kind of part of the process. It all comes together, and we can lay it down, start laying it down flat.
Oh.
Now, the way we have to do it is we take these flaps, and I'm going to lay them down in a clockwise fashion.
Oh, okay.
There. So I want to make sure that all these flaps are
Oh,
going around.
okay, okay.
That's how we start a twist. You'll notice on the other side,
It's,
all these are coming
together.
to a point in the middle.
Yeah.
We can open it up like that. It'll all come back together. So we have that. Now what's interesting is at this point, the shape we have here itself can be a tile. We could leave it like this and make a whole array of these kind of bases, these points coming up. This is based on the water bomb base. Now to fold this flat, like we have in our sample here, we're going to want to start taking our fingers here, and we're just going to creep up to the front, and notice what happens to the point. It starts spreading out.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. This is kind of the magic of origami. This is the part of origami that a lot of people don't see because they only see the finished product. So what's interesting about this is once we have the one tile, like I said, we can go to a further grid. If we go to an 16 by 16, we can get a much more dense accordion like this, as you can see.
Right.
Now I've already folded it in both directions, this way and the other way as well. So I actually have quite a few squares on here.
Right.
Now if I do the same pattern here, and I fold it in the middle, and start folding more side to side, you'll see that I'll start getting more of these patterns over here.
Oh, and you have the Hawaii Origami Club, right?
Yes.
On Oahu.
And the mission is to bring together all these different folders, because there are many people interested in folding across the island that may not realize that there's a community here that's interested in getting together and folding and learning from each other. It's a once-a-month program. It's usually on the 4th Saturday of the month, 1 to 4. It varies. For example, I'll be having a program at the main branch library, Hawaii State.
Oh, in downtown?
Yes, the Hawaii State Library. I'll be having a program there on June 18th, and it's from 1 to 4 o'clock.
Okay.
You can check all of my local activities. I post all the events that are coming up on a webpage, meetup.com/Hawaii Origami Club.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.